Russia endured dual winter onslaughts in early January of 2026, with Cyclone Francis unleashing a historic blizzard on Moscow, while a potent Pacific cyclone ravaged the isolated Kamchatka Peninsula, creating drifts that towered like buildings. These parallel crises highlighted the diverse challenges across Russia's vast expanse, from urban gridlock in the heartland to survival struggles in the seismic Far East, underscoring how extreme weather can unify a nation in resilience. Moscow's storm impact. On January 9, 2026, Moscow's ordeal began with an astonishing 21.4 millimeters of precipitation cascading down in one day at the VDNKH station, eclipsing the prior benchmark of 12.9 millimeters from 1976 and securing a spot among the 5 most intense daily downpours in 146 years of meteorological data. This torrent equated to over 40% of January's average monthly total, translating to 15 to 30 centimeters of fresh accumulation amid gusty winds that sculpted drifts exceeding half a meter in suburban zones. By the storm's aftermath, snow depths measured 43 centimeters at VDNKH, 45 centimeters at Baltshug, and 49 centimeters at Moscow State University, blanketing the metropolis in a pristine yet paralyzing layer. The fallout was profound. The MKAD Ring Road and major arteries clogged with interminable queues, leaving motorists immobilized for extended periods and elevating accident risks on slick surfaces. Air travel faltered as Sheremetyevo, Domodedovo, and Vnukovo airports grappled with numerous cancellations and postponements, compelling travelers to huddle in terminals amid sub-zero chills. Blizzard-force winds, reaching 15 to 18 meters per second, reduced visibility to mere meters, complicating pedestrian movement and amplifying hazards like fallen branches or concealed ice patches. Public transport strained under the weight, with delays rippling through metro and bus networks, while residential areas contended with buried vehicles and impeded access for essential services. Why Moscow's storm was so severe? Experts attribute this exceptional ferocity to Cyclone Francis's genesis in the Balkans, where it amassed substantial Mediterranean humidity before advancing northward. Upon encountering the frigid Arctic air mass dominating European Russia, the warmer influx ascended abruptly, fostering rapid condensation and sustained heavy flakes. The cyclone's optimized trajectory directed a moisture-laden corridor precisely over central territories, augmented by vigorous gales that not only intensified precipitation, but also redistributed snow into formidable barriers. Hydrometeorological specialists highlighted how the disturbance outperformed prognostic models, evolving into an extended barrage that amplified its disruptive potential. This alignment of synoptic factors, infrequent yet not unprecedented, aligns with patterns where Mediterranean cyclones occasionally penetrate deeply into continental interiors, though climate variability may heighten their frequency and vigor in recent decades. Kamchatka's storm impact. On January 12th, thousands of kilometers east, Kamchatka faced a severe Pacific cyclone battering its Pacific-facing shores. Centered on Petropavlovsk-Kamchatsky, home to around 180,000 people, the storm delivered relentless snowfall and howling squalls. Visibility dropped to near zero, halting all regional and domestic flights, grounding intercity coaches, and rendering urban roads impassable. An avalanche near Spartak Stadium blocked streets without causing casualties, worsening isolation in surrounding districts. Schools switched to virtual sessions, and avalanche warnings covered the volcanic highlands, where the terrain heightens risk. Emergency responders sometimes trekked over a kilometer on foot to reach patients, while the storm disrupted supply chains and strained infrastructure, including power grids and critical ports, in a region already accustomed to heavy snow.
Не знаю, как буду выбираться, это просто кошмар.
Government responses to both storms. Authorities in both regions responded swiftly with coordinated countermeasures. In Moscow, officials raised alert levels, reinforced heating systems, and deployed more than 28,000 workers and 9,500 specialized vehicles to remove nearly 1 million cubic meters of snow, restoring mobility while coordinating closely with national weather agencies. In Kamchatka, regional leaders suspended public transport and flights, issued urgent avalanche warnings, and repurposed government fleets to transport essential workers and vulnerable residents. Support from the Ministry of Emergency Situations enabled rapid responses, including clearing the stadium area avalanche, while both regions temporarily shifted schools to remote learning and maintained continuous monitoring as conditions gradually improved. What residents should do when heavy snow hits. Safety is critical during intense snow events. Limit outdoor exposure to prevent hypothermia, especially in severe wind chill. If travel is necessary, equip vehicles with winter tires or chains and carry an emergency kit with blankets, non-perishable food, bottled water, a shovel, and portable chargers. Ensure tailpipes remain clear to prevent carbon monoxide buildup. Dress in layers, a moisture-wicking base, insulating mid-layers, and a waterproof outer shell. Walk cautiously on icy paths, taking short strides and using handrails. At home, check heating systems, clear vents, and stock essential supplies such as flashlights, batteries, and shelf-stable food. Monitor reliable weather alerts, and follow evacuation or shelter instructions in areas at risk from avalanches or structural hazards. What lies ahead for affected regions? As the storms ease, residents face ongoing challenges. Moscow continues snow clearance while preparing for an Arctic plunge to minus 25 degrees Celsius by mid-January, with the accumulated snow accelerating nighttime heat loss. Occasional minor flurries are possible, prompting experts to urge stockpiling provisions and reinforcing homes against prolonged sub-zero conditions. In Kamchatka, recovery focuses on restoring aviation and highways, but the region remains vulnerable to further Pacific storms and avalanches, with seismologists monitoring quake-triggered slides in the volcanic terrain. Across both regions, inhabitants are advised to layer clothing wisely, secure non-perishable supplies, follow official alerts, and maintain strong community support as this winter's extreme events signal a potentially arduous season shaped by broader atmospheric shifts.